Another Shade of Blue, episode 11. We are back.
11.
Jared is back. He's in the. You
Yep.
see Jared in the flesh. You know, because Ron calls him the Kyrie Irving of YouTube, but he's here. Back from Vegas.
I've been lagging, man.
Welcome back, my brother.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just been busy lately. You know, I feel like every time we want to record, something comes up, and we're like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, whatever, and then it just, you know, can't get it together.
It's been sad for me, man. I don't want this show to go anywhere, so it's been on my mind. The show. I want the show to succeed, and we will succeed. We are not gonna let.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay.
Yeah.
So
we apologize to the fans, but we'll try not to go on as big as hiatus anymore. You know.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks off. We're fresh.
Yeah, so, but 2 weeks. I feel like it was like 3.
I think it was maybe 3. Maybe I'm trying to make.
I mean, this is only my second time being on in like the past month and a half, maybe 2 months almost.
You've done like 2 episodes in the last couple months, actually. So
yeah,
it's been rough. It's been rough, but we're getting back into the momentum. We're back today.
Yeah,
so.
And I feel like I'm not even like that busy a person, you know. But for some reason, every time the show is going to come on, I get busy.
I think it's the weekend thing. I think when we do it during the week, we're fine.
Yeah, because we were on a roll when we had the Wednesday.
Then I got called back to work. And that kind of messed everything up after that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could still do a morning show though. I could do a show Wednesday time, and you know.
You could, but I got my daughter here. Should be all over the place. So you hear her banging on the door right now.
Yep, I heard her banging on the door. So
yeah. So that wouldn't work.
We'll work through that though. We'll fix that. We gotta get these subscribers up, and we'll be fine. I want to hit 100, man. I want that milestone. I want that 100 subscriber.
We gotta get. Was it 1,000 or is it 100,000 when you get that button?
The plaque, right?
Yeah, I think it's 100,000.
It's 100,000. Oh man, we got a while ago because I was trying to figure out where we could put the plaque, but it's gonna be a while. So I have plenty of time to think about that one.
Yeah, maybe by then we'll have a little studio.
Yeah,
put it in the studio or something.
Yep, and hopefully by then Trevor Bauer's case will be settled, but. We'll get into that though.
Yeah, let's get into that right now.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's start off as a Dodger fan. What's going on? How you feel?
Well, to me, I'll say because I mean, when he was a Dodger, I mean, he still is technically, but he was always in the news talking about the sticky substances, like this and that, and we're all cheating. All the pitchers are cheating. You know, you just need to make it like legal. Let us use the stuff. So if he's been like on that, meanwhile he's had this crazier stuff in the background. He shouldn't have been talking all that crap about the sticky substances. He should have been more worried about his legal shit.
Right. You know? He made it hot on the other pictures though. Now Jared Cole is screwed up. Why did he even say anything?
Yeah, now he's not even pitching. Now
right. And now everyone else is paying the price for what him.
What's the other pitcher's name from? What's his name from the Yankees?
Chapman.
Yeah, they said he hasn't been the same ever since they started frisking the pitchers when they come out.
He's getting lit up.
Sucks now.
He's getting lit up.
That guy looks like he's been cheating though too.
Oh, yeah.
He's been cheating for a while.
Yeah, but he's been getting lit up now because the Mets even lit him up recently when he came out. Then Jared Cole, the same thing. He's getting the Mets tore him up too. If the Mets are hitting you, there's something going on because the Mets have no offense at all. So if the Mets are beating you up, that means your spin rate is down. So and you can see it. The ball movement's a little different. Like it just his velocity is way down too. Chapman throws 102 on the regular. Now he's throwing 98, 97.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his velocity is way down.
Yeah, that's
not
good.
Because Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer opened his. No one was asking anything about that until he goes on social media and he's talking about.
He did start it. Yeah, he started it.
No one even was thinking about it. No one thought about it until he said it. And now look, now they're doing investigations. Now his spin rate is down. Then he's choking women out, and now he's not even pitching. And everybody else is feeling the effects of that. And then the guy that we signed instead of him, Taijuan Walker, is an all-star. So thank you, Trevor Bauer,
That's
for what you
crazy.
did.
Yeah. But so what did they say he did anyways though? What did he did like some 30 Shades of Grey crap to his wife
Yeah,
or
that
girlfriend
it
or
was
something?
consensual, and then he got dangerous after that. That believe he
Oh,
choked her out until she passed out.
the hell! It kind of reminds me of Phil Davis. Phil Davis was a UFC fighter. He
Mm-hmm.
still fights. I think he's in Bellator now, but he's a big time wrestler. And I guess he choked his wife out back in the day when they were, when they were having a little fun. He choked her
Yeah.
ass out, put her to sleep. He got arrested. So I was like, he must have got like roid rage too, and freaking, like it's crazy.
Not to laugh at the situation of women getting choked out during their business, but
I guess he said to himself that they used to do that.
So that
They used to
okay.
do that crazy stuff, and then you just choked her a little too long, I guess. But
I mean, I you know what? I got to get more into the details of that case with Trevor Bauer, but I know there was a choke out to where she passed out.
Thought, my friend had said that what he read was there's audio recording of him saying, "Yeah, I punched her ass in the face when she was sleeping."
Oh.
Yeah, like I guess she was sleeping. He just punched her in the face.
I mean, for what?
So, I don't know. I guess he's crazy. He seems like he might be a little crazy.
Yeah, so. And then the other day it was weird because they was I forget who the Dodgers are playing, and they showed the dugout, and he was talking to Kershaw. And I think I told my dad, I said, what an odd couple that is. I said, because Kershaw, you never hear him say a word. And then you have this dude next to him, and he's talking and talking. I said, I don't know the dynamics of that clubhouse with him in it. He just doesn't fit.
Kershaw is pretty vocal, but he's just not all in the news.
No, I never see him in the news. Nothing. He's just always like, and then you got Trevor Bauer there, and I'm like, I don't know. That's sort of like an odd couple for me. That's why I'm happy that he didn't go, because you see Jacob deGrom, you never hear from him either. He's just like as quiet as they come.
Yeah, just quiet, humble guys.
Yeah, he's the best pitcher in the planet, and you don't hear a word from him at all. And imagine him and Bauer together. I don't see that meshing.
I mean, well, that's how it is with Steph Curry and Draymond.
That's true. But Curry has like a little mean streak to him, though.
He can be a little chippy.
And Curry takes shots at people. Remember the LeBron dance and all that? Curry's a little slick. Curry will take shots at you. But
and what's the kid from Boston? Brown?
Yeah. What's his name? You have Marcus Smart. You have Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, I think. Was it Jaylen Brown? He was a rookie like 3 years ago?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's like in his 4th year now. Yeah, like 3-4 years in.
I want to say it was Jaylen Brown because he was a rookie and he was like talking all kinds of crap to Curry, and then Curry hit that buzzer beater 3 on him and they started pointing at him.
Yep. It was Jaylen Brown. Yep.
Yeah. So Curry, he could be like that.
Yeah, Curry got a little mean streak in him.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is I guess already some Dodger players already unfollowed Bauer on social medias and everything. And
I sent you the thing, right?
His bobblehead.
Yeah, his bobblehead jerseys are gone. Bobblehead. Mm-hmm. I sent you the thing the other day that I think it was Pujols and a couple other Dodgers unfollowed him. Mm-hmm. It's a mess, man. And he wasn't pitching like Trevor Bauer either.
No,
he was getting touched up a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, he was doing really good, but he started getting frustrated because whenever he would be pitching his ass off, we wouldn't give him any run support.
Okay. The DeGrom treatment. Yeah.
And then he has a YouTube channel too, and he was always on there like talking crap. He's like, man, I just hate freaking losing, and he would be pissed.
Oh, really?
He wouldn't say like names or anything, but you could just see his frustration because he hates losing. I mean, he's a competitor. So, I mean, that's understandable. Like, nobody likes losing.
That's why he's not with the Reds anymore, because they lost every time he pitched. So, but it's weird because I don't know what to say with him. That's like a weird. I just want to know the evidence that they have. I want to know what they have.
It's like a really touchy subject with that kind of domestic stuff in sports, because like the owners and the teams, like, they're I mean, sometimes they probably don't care what they do on the outside of the sport. I bet you many things a lot of them don't, but they just got to do what they have to do so they don't look dumb. You
Right.
know, like the Ray Rice thing, or like you're like, I don't know, like Bauer, like the Dodgers, they're probably like, man, we just want to keep this dude. We wish he wouldn't have did that, obviously, but I'm not saying they're ignoring what they want to ignore what's going on outside the sport, but I don't know.
I see Dave Stewart, I think is his name. He's refusing to go to a reunion because he don't like the way that the Dodgers are handling the situation. The Dodgers are kind of not saying anything. No one's really.
Well, yeah, Dave Roberts already said too, though. He says we're not going to do anything until the investigation is done, but for now we'll put him on a leave. What else do they? They can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Dave
they're not going to
Stewart,
arrest
nobody cares about that.
No.
Dave Stewart, he's not even like a Dodger legend.
No. No one cares that Dave Stewart.
Nobody cares if he doesn't go or not.
No.
No, that's what nobody cares.
Is Piazza ever involved in any of the Dodger stuff, like reunions and stuff? Okay. No,
not that I know. I've never seen him.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
He don't like the Dodgers. He hates us.
Yeah, he does.
About the last time. He hates the Dodgers.
Yeah, he does. He does. He loves himself some New York Mets. He does. He does. I don't blame him. He knows where it's at. But
I mean, did he win with you guys?
He went to one World Series. He lost to the Yankees. But we were in the playoffs a lot with him.
He seems like a New Yorker guy, like Piazza.
Yeah, he's from Pennsylvania, so it's right next door. But he's right here, right next door. He's from Pennsylvania. Yeah. I think some Lancaster, Pennsylvania, something like that. And then he had that failure recently. He bought that Italian soccer team, and they went bankrupt, and that was a disaster for him. And yeah, he had some issues recently, but now he's back. Really? He's been like a consultant every spring training now for the Mets. He's like a catching coach or something like that. So he's involved. He's involved with the Mets a lot, and he's a Hall of Famer as a Met. He got the Met hat on. So yeah, he's a Met.
Yeah, you guys can have him. We'll keep Andre Ethier and Sean Green. Sean Green makes appearances.
Sean Green also was a decent Met too.
I know, but he'll be at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. He definitely identifies more as a Dodger. Yeah, no doubt. He's a good player, man. Sean Green, if he wasn't hurt as much as he was an excellent player. Excellent. Because he kind of like faded away though with him. He was weird because he was hot, and then he just like fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like he got old fast, like faster than a lot of people around that time.
Yeah, he got really old really fast. Because I compare him a little bit to like John Olerud, and Olerud was playing. He was hitting in his 40s. But Olerud didn't age like that. Sean Green just kind of aged really fast.
Yeah.
But he was a good player.
He looked like a little kid his whole career. He looked all young the whole time.
Yeah. He had the baby face. He fit here in New York because of the Jewish community. He was a perfect fit for the Mets.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have a big Jewish group over here. So I remember when he used to play for the Mets, the Jewish people used to come with the Met yarmulkes and the Met Star of Davids and stuff and go crazy for him.
Really?
Yeah, he was a big deal here because just off of him being Jewish, it was a big thing.
Yeah, I liked him. He was a really humble guy.
Yeah, quiet guy. I think where was he that part of that? I think he was on that team that we lost to the Cardinals in the playoffs and the National League Championship Series. I think he was part of that group, and he was good.
So everybody good that you guys had at one point, they were all part of a losing situation.
A losing situation, yes. I mean, for you guys too, until last year.
Yeah,
it was part of a losing situation.
I can't be talking.
Part of a losing situation. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
But you
guys are still in first place right now.
Yeah,
that's all that matters right now.
I think 4.5 up.
Yeah, and you guys are.
We played doubleheader today.
You guys are 46 and 38.
Yeah. And you guys lost last night to the D-backs, right?
We keep losing, dude. Like we
lost the Miami Marlins, the Diamondbacks.
We got swept by the Padres, and then we went on a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah.
And then we just couldn't win. We can't win right now.
No, I noticed that
weird.
against bad teams, though. That's the thing that's shocking to me. You guys are playing bad teams. The
Yeah, but the
Marlins
thing
beat you
too
up.
that I thought was dumb was we won 9 in a row, and then if we would have won the 10th in a row, we were only a half game back against the Giants. We could have gotten first place. So of course, again, that could have placed them first. We finally lose the streak, you know, and we haven't really won since. We won 6-1 the day before yesterday, but still, we've lost 4 out of 5.
Oh yeah, I see
after
you
the
guys are
9-game
two
win.
back. You guys are 2 back. I see right now.
Yeah,
But in the wild
It's
card,
like-
though, you guys are up big, I think.
I think we're only 2 ahead right now in the division. We're
Yeah.
barely 2 in front of the Padres.
And then 5.5 up on the Reds. Oh, the Reds are 46 and 42. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the Dodgers, we still have one of the best records in the whole league, but it's the Giants. They keep winning.
Yeah, and they're
And
not
then
supposed to even
when
be
they
that
lose,
good.
we lose. We can't get up on them. You know. Like,
But what makes the Giants so good? Because when you look at their team, I'm like, I don't really see it.
yeah, and that's a scary thing. That's how they won their other 2 World Series recently?
Yeah.
They were just out of nowhere. They just had a good little roster that clicked.
Yeah, because Buster Posey's like 80 years old now. They don't really have.
But he's still freaking lights out too. He's that little freaking dude.
They don't have like Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt. Yeah, they got
Brandon Crawford, he's still on there. They still got Crawford.
Oh yeah, Brandon Crawford. Yeah, he has 17 home runs right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
He hit a couple on us in this past I think maybe 1, but it was a crucial homer that he had in the last series.
And last night he made a highlight reel defensive play. Oh, I forgot they have Wilmer Flores too, the old Met. And he's hitting. Yeah, no, they got like a solid. And they got don't they have Carl Yastrzemski's nephew, Mike Yastrzemski?
Oh yeah.
Even he has 12 home runs right now. He'll be leading the Mets in home runs. He was on the Mets. Yeah, they don't really have like someone that stands out, but they're just like really good.
Yeah. What about the AL? The Red Sox are still in first.
Yep.
The Astros are, and
they lost last night, but I think they have the best record in the American League. But the Yankees beat them 4-0 last night. But
since Boston is 55 and 34, and Astros are 54 and 35.
Okay, so now Boston so Boston's out. Man, look at that. I was talking so much crap about them to Todd, and then they just went on a tear.
Yeah. Well, that was like the very first like week or 2 of the season, and they did suck, but then
they were like 1-7 at that time. Remember, they were getting blown out.
Yeah.
You guys, our Walker Buehler goes tonight for you. That was an interesting finals for the NHL. I mean, not even interesting. The Tampa Bay just like ramsacked them. That was
the Lightning.
Yeah,
they went back to back, huh?
I didn't know they went back to back because that night when we talked about it, I said a lot of ex-Rangers will get a Stanley Cup ring, but apparently they won last year too, and I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, because I seen this dumb meme. It said, what did it say? Something about Tom Brady goes to Florida, and now they win the Super Bowl, and then they win the championship this year. I was like, but they won it last year before he was there.
Right. Yeah, see, now that you say it like that, it has no relation to Tom Brady. Whatsoever.
Yeah, like it's dumb.
They're a good team, but supposedly there's something going on with them because Boomer Esiason does the radio here, WFAN, and he's a huge Ranger fan. And he constantly complains about the Lightning getting off of, they have something that they maneuver their salary cap to where they have all the best players in the league, but they're not counting against the cap or something. He's always crying about it all the time. He says that the Lightning have like an unfair advantage when it comes to the salary cap. Because that guy, Steven Stamkos, he's like their best player. And he was hurt at the start of the year. So since he was hurt, he doesn't count against their cap. Since he got uninjured, he's healthy again. This year, he didn't count against their cap because he was on an injured list or something like that. So,
but did he play?
He was playing in the finals. He was every game, the whole playoffs. He was their MVP. So so Boomer was saying that he feels
like they cheated the system,
right? That they did that on purpose. That they put him on an injured list so he doesn't count against the cap. and then he comes back in the playoffs and just lights everything
and
up.
they're gonna pay him next year.
Right. So that I got to look more into that, but he was saying what they're doing is like making a mockery of the NHL. So, but I mean, they got a good team anyway. They're just stacked. They got a great goalie. They have,
I mean, if the league can't catch on to them, they're able to do it, then it's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault. I used to get mad at stuff like that, but now I say, you know what? If my team was to do it, if I could get away, if my team could get away with it,
about the Dodgers. Like, how do you guys have so much freaking money getting all these players?
Yeah, I mean, because it's like you guys just have an unlimited. Because we have the richest owner in baseball, and even he was like, "Well, Trevor Bauer's asking for a lot." But you guys are like, "Yeah, we'll take Bauer, we'll take Mookie Betts, we'll take David Price." You guys are paying people that don't even play for the Dodgers. You're paying them like crazy. So it's like, and I told you guys we'd get Pujols, and that's exactly what happened. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Has he cooled down?
Not really. He's still really consistent.
Okay.
Pretty close.
I gotta look at the stats.
I like him. Let me see. What does this say?
Let me see.
Oh, it's I just got a notification. It's showtime. They're talking about Ohtani. What do you think about that guy?
Oh man, you know what? I didn't like him at first. I thought he was overrated until he started tearing the cover off the ball. That guy is like crazy, man. He's crazy.
Yeah. And this is the second season?
Second season.
Yeah, because to me, he kind of reminded me of like Puig, but he's still playing badass. Like, remember Puig when he first came in? He was just like lights out, and he was like the talk of the town. That's how Ohtani is, but he's still doing it.
And he doesn't talk crap either. He doesn't show.
And this is the crazy thing right here. The Shohei Ohtani has broken Hideki Matsui's record for most home runs in a season by a Japanese-born player, and he did it before the All-Star break. Yeah, because that's insane.
He has 33 home runs, 70 RBIs, and he's batting .279. And then
I thought his average, or I thought he would have a better average.
What's his pitching?
All the time.
And no one even talks about his pitching.
Yeah.
What's his pitching numbers? He is 4-1 with a 3.49 ERA.
But he made the All-Star team as a pitcher and as a
that's incredible, man. You see that 463-foot shot last night?
No, I didn't see that.
463 feet.
Like something like that.
Yeah, no, he makes it look easy, man. And you know what? Because the Angels have that problem. They tend to get these guys, spend all the money, and then they stink. But he's one of those guys that just is really good. And imagine him and Mike Trout. I don't know how the Angels don't win. I don't know. That's just a weird. But then Mike Trout's always hurt.
Yeah. The thing is, too, with Ohtani, he's a big dude.
Yeah. How tall is he? He's 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a big dude. But he makes everything look effortless, though. He's just like.
He doesn't look that big, though.
Nah, not at all.
He's as big as like Aaron Judge.
Yeah, but see, Judge just looks bigger, right? Judge looks like an overgrown like monster or something. I don't know. I don't like Judge. He's a good player though, but I hate I hate everything New York Yankees. But I was telling the guys at the job yesterday. I said, I hate the Yankees, but on the show, I try to be not non-biased. I try to just be even with them, but it's hard. My hatred for them comes out. And I said, you hate the Yankees as well. So I was like, it's hard for us to hide the hatred.
If I hate a team, I'll say it. I don't care. I don't like to. I mean, you said hate's a strong word the last time I said it. I don't like the Padres. I hate the Padres.
But did you not like the Padres before they were how they are now? Or did you always dislike the Padres? Because like the Padres to me they don't count. They had the ugliest jerseys in baseball.
I hate them because they don't count, but the fans, they throw parades every time they freaking win.
Okay. So, but that's more of a recent thing, right?
Yeah, it's just because it's so annoying. Like they swept us, and then they went and did a little parade out there in the street.
Yeah, you told me about that.
It's like corny. It's so corny.
It is corny. And then I don't like Tat. I mean, I like him, but then I don't like him because I'm more of a traditional baseball guy. I don't like all that showboating and bat flipping and all that. I don't like that stuff. But You know, I'm not trying to be like that guy that's complaining and an old man type of thing, but I don't like that stuff in baseball. I like baseball to be more traditional. You get your hit, you take first base. You know, like Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo draws a walk, he jets to first base, and that's all you get from him. There's no like, oh, there's no dancing and stuff. I don't, you know.
Like if you see the kid that the Dodgers recently got named Souza.
Yes.
When he hits a home run, he like sprints around the bases.
I love that. See, I love
I don't mind a bat flip here and there, but not like a crazy, like 30-foot high bat flip. Like,
yeah, like come on. Who did that? Someone did that the other day. They were talking about it. They were like, the bat flip was so crazy that it was like flipped 100 feet in the air. And it was like a solo shot. It was like a solo home run.
Who was the one that did that a few years ago? That Bautista.
Bautista in the playoffs. Yeah, he did that backflip, and then he got knocked out. I think the next year.
He got socked in the jaw.
Yeah, Rougned Odor did that to him. He plays for the Yankees
that was a
now.
good punch too. He hit him good.
Yeah, he got him head on. Cause like what was it? 2 nights ago, Odor. The Yankees, they don't know how to lose, so they're down 4-0. They have one hit all game. The game is over. It's 2 outs. The Mariners closer just like went a little inside and he walked DJ LeMahieu. So LeMahieu looks at him like, oh, watch out. And then Rougned Odor after the game, after they lost 4-0, and they had one hit the whole game, he's lingering around trying to fight everybody. And everyone's like, yo, bro, I'm not Jose Bautista. I'll knock your ass out. But, just because you did that to Jose Bautista doesn't mean you could do that to everybody in baseball. It doesn't work like that. You just take your loss, go in the dugout, and you live to lose another day. Because they lost the next day too.
Did you see the kid the other day? That pitcher, I want to say it was for the Oakland A's. He to end the game against the Angels, he got Ohtani to fly out, and then he started yelling at him as he was running to first. He said, "Happy birthday, motherfucker! Happy birthday, bitch!" or something.
Come on.
Nobody knows who that pitcher was. That dude has no right. Ohtani's sick right now.
Right, it's like at all play. And
Ohtani all kinds of crap.
And Ohtani just goes about his business. He does what he got to do.
Right person. He didn't even acknowledge what he was saying.
About Ohtani also, that guy on the Yankees, he's the most annoying player in baseball. I'm all about, you could showboat again, but I like traditional baseball. I expect that in basketball, football, hockey, but in baseball, I want stuff to stay traditional. They have that guy, I forget his name, it's like Felipe Cortez. And he's a starting pitcher for the Yankees. And he does that thing where he's in the middle of a windup, then he stops and he does like a spin and then he stops again. And then he pitches. So he did it to Ohtani. And Ohtani looked at him like, and then Ohtani was just like looking at him like, bro, what's going on? And he started laughing at that bat. And Ohtani popped up. And when he went to the dugout, you see Ohtani like, what's up with this dude? Because he was doing it to the Mets. He goes to pitch and he stops and he stands there. Then he does like this leg spin. You got to look at it on YouTube. No, I'm like, how is that not against the rules? Because Brandon Nimmo, like I was just talking about, Nimmo does never say a word. He sprints to first base, he puts his head down, and he goes to work. Brandon Nimmo was yelling at him, like, bro, what are you doing? This is Major League Baseball. This is not MLB The Show. He's doing like some Bush League stuff, but they're not
supposed to even have like a bunch of movements up there as a pitcher because they could be a bop.
He's doing a whole dancing routine up there. He's breakdancing and he's ballerina dance. You got to look it up on YouTube. You have to see it. It's the most great. And then last night he pitched and he shut out the Astros. And the Astros were complaining that he's thrown off their timing. Because every time they don't know when he's pitching up. Because then not only does he do that whole
nobody cares about the Astros though. Who cares?
He not. But
I get what you're saying. I get it.
But not only does he do that dancing routine, he also has that quick pitch.
Seem to be complaining.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But not all of them were cheating. Not all of them. You can't judge the whole.
I know that, but still.
You don't think they would have won the World Series anyway?
No, because they were cheating big time, and we had them on the ropes.
Now, a couple times you guys had them on the ropes.
They were cheating, flat out cheating against us, and we could have. It was a close. It went to what, game 6?
Game 6, and then you were up. Weren't you up like 3-0 in game 7 or something? Then they came storming back.
Like they were cheating. They were cheating against us, and we still gave them a freaking run for their money. So if they wouldn't have cheated, I think we beat them. Easy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good possibility. It is a good possibility.
Think about it. They were cheating and we had him on the ropes.
Do you believe that he really had that thing under his jersey that shocks him and all of that, Altuve?
I think he had a buzzer.
The buzzer,
I don't know about
yeah.
like a shocking thing.
I meant the buzzer, yeah.
And then there was another guy, I forget his name, but it was against I think it was the following year. I just recently seen the video of I think it was like a Chinese player on the Astros. I had never seen him before, but it was a video that I seen of him swinging the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And in the the little cork cut out in the tip of the bat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The little piece of tape flew out, and they showed him slow motion, and it had like a little microchip thing on it.
Oh.
And it flew out in slow motion when he swung at the ball, and it landed like 5 feet in front of the home plate, and he walked up there and grabbed it. And the umpire didn't even notice anything. He just went up there and grabbed it and put it in his pocket.
And then the whole thing about Altuve, he's like, don't rip my jersey off because I have something taped to me under that. But then he said his wife didn't want to expose the tattoo or something like that. I don't know.
That's dumb.
But then, like, what's his name said? Carlos Correa, my favorite player on the Astros. He said we will win without it. He says not like we will. He said we still had to put the bat on the ball and stuff. I mean, he said we will win.
Yeah, but you had better chances because you knew what was coming.
Yeah, it's always much easier when you know a curveball's coming or a splitter.
Yeah.
I mean, but they didn't take that championship away from them, though, right? They let them have it.
No, they didn't even do anything. They suspended the manager for a year.
And then he's back, isn't he?
He's already back.
Yeah. And
none
then
of the players got fined or nothing.
Alex Cora too. Alex Cora got suspended, and then he's back.
And then Joe Kelly, he gets suspended more than all the players combined.
Yeah.
For throwing at him. He didn't even hit him.
And then look at us on the Mets. We got screwed. I like Luis Rojas. We're winning. But I wanted Carlos Beltran as the manager, and he got fired over that scandal. And now everyone else is back, but Beltran's still not the manager. I mean, we got screwed, I think, the most out of all of that.
He's at home or what?
Yeah, he's at home. And we hired him to be, I believe that was the best hire the Mets did in a long time. And then something the Mets are not even involved with, we get screwed.
So how was the thing with the manager? That's the only thing that happened out of it. The manager got suspended for a year, but this thing affected a bunch of situations.
Yeah, everyone else's teams got affected except
theirs. Like a domino effect.
Yeah, but they came out fine, and then every other team got screwed. Because look, the Red Sox lost their manager.
They were the best team in the league still.
Yeah.
They almost made it to the World Series last year.
Yeah, but everyone else got screwed. So, Luis Rojas is managing good right now for the Mets, but I still wanted Carlos Beltran. And look, we got screwed out of that because it's something the Mets didn't even do. But then supposedly, I don't know, that Beltran always had a bad relationship with Major League Baseball as he was coming up. And they focused on the report. They focused on him. They said Carlos Beltran was the ringleader for everything that was going on. And that's why the Mets had to let him go because of that. But if they just said Carlos Beltran was involved, he would be managing the Mets. But they purposely said he was the ringleader. The ringleader, they say, was Carlos Beltran, which I find that hard to believe.
So was he on the Astros team in 2017?
Yep. But I find it hard to believe the most quietest guy in baseball was the ringleader of this cheating stuff. I just find that so hard to believe because Beltran played with the Mets for 7 years and you never heard him say a word. He is like the most quiet dude. At first they thought he needed a translator, but same
thing with Alex Cora. He supposedly they cheated a little bit too against us the next year in 2018 when he was with the Red Sox.
Yeah,
and he's really quiet.
But he also was the bench coach for that 2017 team, and he lost his job initially. The Red Sox had to fire him, and the Mets fired Beltran, and then we both tanked. But then they brought back Alex Cora, and we never brought back Beltran. Yeah. And now we're stuck with Luis Rojas, who was Moises Alou's younger brother.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me, yeah. Is he still on a tight leash? I remember we were talking about that a couple weeks ago, that Rojas was on a tight leash.
Yeah, but he I don't know. Maybe I'm just upset that Beltran's not the manager, but he's okay. Luis Rojas. And Luis Rojas is like,
I think he's lucky because you guys are still in first place somehow.
With all the injuries we had, and we don't score runs, but we have good pitching. the pitching and the bullpen keeps us in the game. If you give the Mets a
Yeah.
couple like 3 runs, more than likely we win that game. Because I think I seen
I
something
don't know,
today.
what's the Grom freaking ERA right now? Like fucking -20?
Yeah, he's like in the negatives at this point. He makes the game look easy, man. He really does. That dude
Pardon my
throws
French.
103 miles an hour. I mean, he is just like on another planet. Bauer is not close to him. Matter of fact, no one's close to him at all. At all. There's
No, heck no.
no
If
one's
he's
even.
hitting, if his ERA is less than 50,
Yeah, no,
it
it's
was
insane.
60 for a little bit, huh? It was .060 for a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Like last week?
0.49, but then he gave up 2 home runs last game, and now it's up to like it's like 0.99. He's almost at 1, which is still
Oh
like
man,
it's incredible. I mean, it's still like because when he
that
gives
has
up
to be,
a
it
run,
has to be a record if he makes it the whole season without going over 1.
yeah, I think the record is 1.64. Bob Gibson, I think they said.
Oh, 1.64?
Yeah, is the record. So he's right now breaking a record. Yeah, 1.64.
And he can still go all the way back down to like
Yeah.
.40.
Yeah, he makes his next start. He goes 6 innings, no runs. He's back down to 0.8 something. So he's like, and he's the fastest pitcher ever to 1,500 strikeouts. No one struck out 1,500 faster than him. He's just in another planet. Yeah, he's in another stratosphere. The whole in MLB history. No one's ever reached 1,500 strikeouts faster than him. And think about it. This guy, when he
first Kershaw, I think Kershaw was the fastest to 2,000.
The Grom is on his heels. The Grom's on his heels right now. It's a shame that the Grom started so late because he's like, but they're talking about him being the greatest pitcher of all time. That you have to start putting him in that category. The guy does have 2 Cy Youngs. It's not like he's a rookie. Oh, you're giving him credit too early. The guy is a 2-time Cy Young winner. So they're talking about him being the conversation of greatest pitcher of all time. And I believe it. I believe it. It's not because I'm a Mets fan. I mean, he's just and not only that, look, he's batting 380. He has like 10 RBIs. The guy, when he hits, he hits. He just does everything. He's like Ohtani, but he don't get the chance to hit as much, obviously. But Mets and having him helps. But I feel like with the Grom, it kind of like evens out with him because he don't give up runs, but we don't score runs when he pitches either, though. So it's like he has the lowest run support in baseball.
Yeah.
When he starts. So it's like he kind of gets nullified that we don't.
Isn't that kind of messed up for a lot of the good pitchers like Kershaw? I mean, Bauer, he didn't get run support. I mean, I shouldn't call him good anymore, but like the good pitchers, they don't get a lot of run support. I wonder why that is.
I don't know. I think maybe the bats fall asleep that day. They say, "Oh, we got."
I wonder if they're like, "Oh, this guy, he'll take care of us today. We could relax."
Yeah, but why don't you just say, let's give him 3 runs, and this game is over. If you give the Grom 3 runs, that game is over.
I think Kershaw, he was almost undefeated up until a couple years ago. If he got 4 runs or more,
he don't lose.
He never lost until he finally lost a couple years ago after he got 4 runs of support.
Yeah, I mean, just give these guys a couple of runs, and that's an automatic win. But for some reason, when your ace is on the mound, Scherzer gets run support, though. From the Nationals, when he pitches, the Nationals tend to score runs. He gets a lot of run support.
Speaking of Scherzer, there's rumors that the Dodgers might go after him. And I think they need to.
You think so, though?
I mean, because look, Trevor Bauer's gone. He's probably not going to be back. Kershaw's injured now.
Oh, I didn't know Kershaw
got injured.
Is it serious?
Yeah, he got supposedly it's not that bad, but he got inflammation in his pitching arm.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So, and I think we're gonna trade Bellinger because he's trash. So I think trade Bellinger for Scherzer.
But isn't Bellinger? Didn't he get Rookie of the Year like 2 years ago?
He's already got MVP too.
Yeah. So why would you trade him?
Because he can't hit nothing.
He's having a rough year.
But remember, I was telling you about how Francisco Lindor. How you said Francisco Lindor he's been in a slump for like the past 3 years, and I was like Bellinger too. Bellinger's been like that for the past 1.5 years, almost 2 years. He hasn't done anything.
This is a downward trend that he got going on, Bellinger.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is because he fixes mechanics. He's not injured. He's 100% healthy, but he just can't hit at all.
Wow,
like
that's shocking to me. That's so shocking to me because that guy was such
So
a
you
good
heard it
player.
first here. You heard it first right here. They'll probably trade him. Don't be surprised if they trade him.
Would you like that
I
trade
wouldn't
though
be.
for Scherzer?
I don't think I'd mind because
Hmm.
I mean he's old. He's older than Ballinger,
Yeah.
but I mean Ballinger's not doing anything, and we need pitching.
Well, you got Walker Buehler. You still have Kershaw. I mean, I know he's hurt. Yeah, Bauer's not coming back. At least I don't
Yeah,
think so.
Urias too. Urias is the first pitcher to 11 wins, but
Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
don't know if
besides
you're pitching.
Kershaw being injured, we got Bueller and Urias as our two starters right now, and all the other games we're doing bullpen games.
Oh, you know what? The Mets keep doing that. Every couple of games, they do a bullpen game. I hate that,
The
man.
Dodgers do it all the time too.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. See, we're doing it today, the doubleheader. The second game, it says to be determined. I said, oh, come on.
But I shouldn't say that I hate the bullpen games because it was actually a bullpen game that the final game 6 last year in the World Series. That was a bullpen game.
Yeah.
But
I don't like this bullpen game
I don't know.
stuff.
I think Dave Roberts, if you really want to, he could make Joe Kelly or David Price starters, or both of them.
Yeah, where's David Price at, by the way?
He pitched yesterday.
As a starter?
He started the game in the bullpen game. So he could be a starter. He could go a good 5-6 innings. Same thing with Joe Kelly. I think Joe Kelly could go at least 5.
Yeah, I think Joe Kelly could go 5, yeah. I like Joe Kelly. I told you that before. I like Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly, he still has heat. He can still throw over 100.
Yeah. Scherzer 7-4 with a 2.66 ERA.
And how old is he? Does it say how old?
36.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and how old is Bellinger?
I want to say like 28.
Oh, so he's not as young as I thought, too.
Double check that. I might be wrong.
I'm going to
Google
check
it
right now. Cody Bellinger is 25. Wow, look at the numbers.
I think I said it the opposite last time. I think last time we talked about his age too. And I was like, yeah, he's 25. And then I was like, wait, I think he's 28. So then I think I screwed up my mind.
Look at the stats, though.
Yeah, like the other day he went 0 for 5. He went 0 for 5, 0 for 3. He's good. He has a lot of offers, dude. Like I'm telling you, he sucks. And what, 1 or 2 home runs?
3 with 15 RBIs. Wow.
See, I told you.
Crap.
There's something wrong. And he's 100%
confidence or something? Something happened.
What is that?
Dude?
What did the guy say the other day on Facebook?
He's like,
I was like something on oh yeah, he got the yips.
Yeah, he got the yips.
But on Facebook, we're talking about him, on like a ESPN comment section, and I was like, something's wrong with Bellinger. We need to figure it out. We need to see what's wrong with him. And then some guy replied to me and said, yeah, he needs a colonoscopy. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, yeah, there's something going on. I didn't realize he's batting 1, and he's been healthy all year, right?
No, he's missed a lot of games, but he's 100% right now.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is. Because what did he do?
But his swing looks good. His swing still looks nice, but he just can't make contact anymore.
Let me see. What was his stats last year?
Last year he didn't do good either.
Last year he was 239, 12 home runs, 30 RBIs, 213 at bats.
Yeah, so see, we won the World Series obviously, but he got carried a lot. His defense was really good, and he's still really good. His defense is lights out still, but he's not doing anything on the offensive side.
And look at that, the year prior, 2019, he was 305, 47 home runs, 115 RBIs.
When he got the MVP.
Yeah, his MVP year, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely taking a downward turn.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
See, that's
mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling. He might have to go. Because that's something I didn't realize.
That's what I'm saying. So if you see him get traded in the next week or two, because it's almost a trade deadline, don't be surprised.
It's coming up.
I wouldn't be surprised because we have a lot of outfielders right now.
Yeah, you guys always have like these guys I never heard of too pop up out of nowhere. You guys get like a lot of depth pieces all the time.
Yeah. So don't be surprised, man. I'm telling you.
I think you could do better.
Well, yesterday we got this new kid, Nunez. Nunez, he's a pitcher. It was his major league debut yesterday, and people are saying that he's gonna be the next Aroldis Chapman.
Oh, he throws fire.
He wasn't throwing fast. I mean, he threw. I saw he probably did throw over 100, but I didn't see it. But I saw him get to 98. But I guess that's what they're. He only came in for like an inning, and they're saying people are saying he's gonna be the next Aroldis Chapman.
He's a young guy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
He's a big dude. He's pretty big pitcher. But yeah, like a lot of our pitchers are injured right now, man. So.
Because I see this guy, your closer. No, well, his ERA even out. He's only 1.27. He's doing good. 20. Kenley Jansen.
Oh yeah, they're saying he was actually a snub. He should have made the All-Star team this year. I kind of agree.
I agree too, because look at those numbers. He has 21 saves and 1.27 ERA. Yeah, he should have definitely been All-Star game this year.
Yeah,
but he had a rough patch early, right? Because I remember you were saying he stunk.
Oh yeah, I wanted him to go.
I remember. I guess he evened out a little bit because they
haven't been bringing him in lately either. I've only seen him like I don't know, like once or twice the past couple of weeks.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe the workload is off and he's pitching good. That could happen.
Yeah, but
I used to like when he used to blow those games.
Oh man, I didn't. How many All-Stars you guys got this year?
2, DeGrom and Taijuan Walker.
Oh, okay.
What about you guys?
I think, we got Justin Turner, Walker Buehler, Max Muncy, and Chris Taylor. So what is that? 4?
4. Oh, Muncy and Taylor. And Betts.
Oh, and Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured.
But he's not going to participate. He's an All-Star, but he's not going to participate.
And you know what? His number, I don't know if he's All-Star worthy this year neither.
I don't think he should have made it.
No. Let me see. No. 245, 11 home runs, 33 RBIs.
Yeah.
What's up with in baseball? The RBI numbers are like way down.
They might start going back up now. All these pitchers are getting
checked. That sticky stuff thing actually probably might have been a bigger deal than we thought initially. Because this is like, and to be fair though, is not everything is great with DeGrom either. To be fair, like the last 2 starts, he sort of looked human. So I'm not saying he was doing sticky stuff, but I'm saying to be fair, in the last few starts, he's given up a few runs. So I'm not saying anything that he's doing it, which I doubt. But I have to be fair about that. He hasn't looked exactly excellent either. So everyone seems like they're getting touched up now a little bit.
Yeah,
which is good though. I kind of like it
when a whistleblower starts, mouthing off.
Of course, and look who is the one mouthing off. It's the guy that was never so good to begin with.
Well, he got the Cy Young last year.
That's it. But prior to that, he wasn't that good. Look at his numbers in Cleveland.
Because I'll be honest, I didn't even really hear about him. Even last year when he won Cy Young, I didn't hear about him until the Dodgers started talking about him. That's when I started looking up on him. I was like, oh, damn, this dude seems really good, and I liked his grittiness, like how he's out there doing the sword shit and the McGregor walk.
I just remember when he threw the ball over center field. Do you remember that in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Remember when Terry Francona was like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, what is? What's the point behind that?" He fired the ball over. It's just the theatrics, the antics that he has like that.
It was a good throw though.
No, I think it was straight over the wall. It was a solid throw.
Yeah, there's a video of Puig doing that on third base. He's throwing it over right field.
Puig has all the talent in the world, man.
Yeah, I hope you're right. How you said last time, I hope we see him in the big leagues again.
Yeah, I'd always want the Mets to take a shot at him. I don't know why they never attempted to bring him in when we had all those injuries. I guess the Mets are trying to clean up the clubhouse a little bit too, because I think they said last year that was the issue for them. The clubhouse environment wasn't so great.
Oh,
Mets up to their normal stuff, up 1-0, one hit. Yeah, just the normal
you guys are
everyday Met
winning?
game. Yeah, 1-0, top of the third. We played a doubleheader though, so 7-inning ball game.
Yeah.
You know, our weather here has been awful. The rain is just like nonstop. It just doesn't stop raining.
Really?
Yeah. So we every game we're missing a game a week off a rain out. So the Mets have to play like 19 doubleheaders, I think, right
Same
now.
thing with Washington. They had 2 rain delays, and one of them got canceled, or they called it a final game in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
So that's why, because you guys started off the season against them, and you guys didn't play for like the first week because
remember when we started the show? I said, "Oh well, I have nothing to talk about." I mean,
that's what I said. I think you guys are still doing the 60-game season from last year.
I was like, we're still under COVID protocol. So remember, we didn't play like the first 6 games of the year. The Mets didn't play, and then we got off to a slow start because of that.
So I don't see how Washington, they got 87 games played. I thought they would all, because they seem like they get canceled all the time or postponed.
Yeah, right now in the East Coast, we're just getting pounded with weather. Then we had that COVID protocol stuff. I think the Mets and the Nationals probably have like the least amount of games played the whole season. Because look at us. Like. Well, we're 46-38. Everyone else, look at the Pirates. The Pirates, we have 38 losses. The Pirates have 55. It's like we're not even anywhere near close to playing as many games as everyone else.
Yeah, you guys are missing about almost 10 games.
Yeah. But
you're gonna have to make those up. What about like you guys doing doubleheader? You guys always have doubleheaders.
Well, this is the 10th doubleheader today. I think they said the Mets are on pace for 19 doubleheaders. Because I think already in the second half of the season, we're already scheduled for 3 of them. So it's like we're on pace for 19 doubleheaders. That's insane. I mean, that's just and then when you take the 7, when you put the 7-inning games, so they said the Mets are at that this year the Mets will play equivalent of like 153 games. But you save the bullpen, you put less innings on the arms. So it's like it kind of works out, and but
that's
then
a good point.
Yeah, but the Mets have this.
But then the position players are out there getting tired as hell.
That Lindor was complaining about it last night. He said that he loves.
Oh, he's trying to make up. He's trying to get a scapegoat. That's why I suck this year because we have all these damn doubleheaders.
He had a grand slam last night though, so he's batted .221, 10 home runs, 34 RBIs. Not much different than Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts just has a slightly higher average and 1 more home run. I think they have the same RBIs. Yeah. I think Betts is definitely having a down year too.
Yeah, Betts and Lindor, they're not what we thought they were going to be.
No, not at all.
I mean, last year Betts was lights out. He was really good last year, but I mean, we still have him for the next 11 years, so he better turn it around.
We got Lindor for the next 10, so yeah, we're in this. We're invested in these guys for the long haul. So
that's why I might as well just get a Mookie Betts jersey right now.
A lot of Met fans ran and got the Lindor thing, but I wasn't a big Lindor guy even when he was with Cleveland. So I was like, no, I'm good. I just get my classics. I get my.
Where's he from?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, so he fits in New York. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York.
Yeah, a lot. We have a lot of Puerto Ricans.
That's probably why they ran and got the jersey.
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know. I think you guys are being premature with Francisco Lindor. You're running out. You're calling him a savior. I seen him lose a World Series. I seen him lose a lot in Cleveland too. So, but we'll see. I mean, he's starting to hit a little bit, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Our pitching is what's keeping us in the playoff hunt, though. I mean, but it's weird as a Met fan because I feel like we're having a bad year, but then you look at the standings, you're like, oh, crap, 4.5 games up.
That's how the Dodgers are too. Like I feel like we suck this year, but we still have one of the best records in the league.
Yeah. So it's kind of like if the Mets win your division, we'll be like last place. Because your division is extremely tough too.
You guys would be in 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd place. Yep. Yeah. Because it'll be because you know what's so crazy? We handled the Dodgers. I mean, not the Dodgers, we handled the Padres pretty good though.
Yeah, you guys played them a few times already too.
We took 4 out of 6 from them.
Yeah.
And we should have won that last game too. We should have took 5 out of 6 from them. But we match up good with the Padres.
Next, remember I told you I was like the last episode. I was all,
Man, you're not
you
helping
guys
us at
beat
all.
the. Who I say, can you guys beat the Padres for us? Because we're gonna beat the Braves for you guys, and
Yeah.
then you guys beat the Padres, and I think we got swept by the Braves that series.
Yeah, we did our job.
Yeah, and I was all talking crap. I was like, can you guys at least beat the Padres first? If we're beating them for you guys, and then we didn't.
Yeah, we beat the Padres pretty handily too. We were whooping on them.
Yeah.
And we match up good with them because Tatis can't get a hit. I mean, he hit the last game they beat us. He hit a 3-run home run, I think. But yeah, we match up good with them.
Mm-hmm.
Our pitchers tend to have their number a little bit. But then, yeah, you guys went and got swept by the Braves. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, the Padres, they get just really fired up when they play us because I think they I don't know, they're really like envious of us.
What is it, like little brother syndrome?
Yeah, so when they play us, though, they play with a lot of emotion, and the Dodgers, they kind of just like stay the same, and that's why they beat us.
Right, because you guys are established and stuff. You have nothing to prove.
Yeah, they come out there with a lot of hunger, and they beat the crap out of us. I mean, last year, we beat them pretty good. But
and they've been letting me down a little bit, the Padres, because I think they were playing the Braves or the Phillies recently, and Yu Darvish giving up 10 runs in the second inning. I said, whoa. You know, they're not giving us any breaks. I mean, they're not beating the teams I need them to beat. They keep getting their ass kicked by the Nationals, the Phillies. I said, come on, man. I need the Padres to win. The Cubs, and I don't know what's going on with the Cubs. The Cubs are like, forget it. What did they lose? 11 in a row, 12 in a row?
It says the last 10 are 2-8.
Jesus Christ.
They're below 500 now, 44 and 45.
Jeez. I know recently they had lost 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, because they won last night.
That's what it was. Was it the Cubs? I think they had swept us.
I think
a couple weeks ago, and then they lost their next 9, and we won our next 9.
Yeah, I think they beat you guys up and then just went on a losing.
Yeah, and then that's when we went on our winning streak. But now, I mean, that was fun while it lasted because now we can't freaking win.
And the Cubs, they were unstoppable. I remember early in the year, they were the best team in baseball. And then they just like came crashing down to earth, which is good for the Mets because the Mets are looking at Chris Bryant. And supposedly yesterday, the Cubs had a bunch of scouts in the Mets minor league systems. So it's looking good. I mean, I want them to keep losing. First of all, I hate the Cubs anyway. And then second of all, I kind of want a couple of their players. So if they lose, they'll start selling.
Yeah.
I want Chris Bryant. I wouldn't mind Craig Kimbrel either.
Kind of off topic, but have you heard of the Atlantic League?
No.
Have you heard what's going on over there?
The Atlantic League?
Yeah.
No.
I guess they're doing the robot umpires. It's still a real umpire right there.
Okay.
But I guess he has like a beeper thing or something that lets him know if it was a strike or a ball.
Yeah.
And I guess it's been messing up bad. It's like balls on the ground, and the guy has to call the player out.
Really?
He calls them strikes. Yeah.
Oh, so they're having problems with the robo umps.
Because I've seen the video. 2 pitches. One hit the dirt, and the catcher had to lunge for it, and they called the guys out. They said they struck out.
Oh man, you see, I was calling for the robo umps earlier in the season. Remember?
We were.
I'm a big proponent for that. You too, right?
I mean, I was saying if these umpires keep messing up like this, I probably wouldn't mind. But
I mean,
I don't know.
Geez, also,
and supposedly they said the average. What happened?
So they're actually having big problems with the robo umps. I got to look into that.
Yeah, but they said that I guess the average of mess ups compared to like real umpires is like way better. So I guess the robo, but the balls that I seen, dude, they look freaking retarded.
So they're bouncing short and stuff, and they keep
it was
right.
The one was like a wild pitch. Luckily, the catcher somehow caught it, but then you just see the umpire like pause for a little bit, and then he goes,
"Whoa, what?"
Yeah, you look it up. It's
I gotta look that up. Wow.
Pacheco. His name's something Pacheco. He's one of the players that got struck out. So they posted it. Or Jordan Pacheco, he posted it on Twitter. And
Wow. Yeah.
it's crazy, dude. You gotta check it out.
Wow. So, but there's a real there, but there's
Yeah.
a robo in the
I
thing.
guess it's like some kind of. I couldn't find the details on it because I was trying to look it up. I was like, so if they're calling it a robo umpire, why is this guy still doing this? So that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, they probably have a strike zone thing with the computer, and it tells him what to say if there's a ball or a strike.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, if they could fix the balls falling short and the wild pitches, that I don't, because the regular umpires that I just seen a replay right now where the ball was in the dirt and the strike, and the guy dropped the bat and he's like, bro.
Yeah. There's another one though where it's almost a wild pitch. The catcher has to lunge for it, and they called it a strike.
Yeah, you see, that ruins the integrity of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on.
But I mean, if they, like you said, if they could fix it, if it's still the umpire out there, I don't think I would mind if they had like a little beeper saying that was a ball or a strike. I think the thing that would throw me off is if they got rid of the umpire completely and had like a robot thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Why don't they just have like a box or something, like stickball, where if you throw it in that box and the ball, if you don't swing and it goes in that box, it's a strike. Why don't they just have something like that, like wiffle ball league or something? You ever see their strike zones?
Hit it? Yeah.
I mean, why don't they do
the ball hits it?
It's a good. I don't know. I'm trying to not get these horrible calls that these umps. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But then the robo looked like it was worse than the real guy.
Worse, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you know what they should do though, since they have a real ump there, like that ball that was in the dirt that could call the strike. The real ump should overturn that and say, no, that's a ball.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, because that was a clear.
Like only overturn himself if it's like obvious.
Yeah, if it's obvious, let the real ump get the judgment call and say, okay, no, that was he's saying strike, but that was a ball way outside. They should do something like that. That might help too.
Mm-hmm.
But then maybe they're like, then why do we have a robo ump?
Yeah, because then I bet you there would probably be a bunch of umpires, kind of like what's his name,
Joe West,
the crazy one.
Oh, Angel Hernandez.
Yeah, if he was an umpire, he'd probably just be ignoring the damn thing. He'd be like, I'm calling this what I want.
That dude, Angel Hernandez, is the worst umpire. And then Joe West is pretty bad too.
Oh yeah, Joe West, he sucks.
Come on, man. Who's the one that ruined that perfect game from the dude from the Tigers?
It was Joe West.
That was Joe West, right?
Yep.
He ruined that guy's career, man.
Yeah, I remember that. And all he could do was just laugh. The pitcher, remember, he just started laughing like he couldn't believe it.
It was heartbreaking. You know what? That broke my heart, man. And I didn't even.
Yeah, I was watching that one live. I was watching that live. And
you watched it live?
No way. Yeah.
And you're like, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so heartbreaking, that whole thing. And you can see, I mean, his career, he never bounced back from that.
Mm-hmm. But he could even see too when Joe West said he was safe when he went like that. You could tell in his face he was like, "Oh damn, I just fucked up."
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
But you can't. What's they call it? Huh?
It was Jim Joyce.
Oh, Jim Joyce
with the big mustache.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the.
It's similar.
But where did he blow it though? Let me see. I'm looking at the thing. You know what? I actually might have been watching this game live myself in my bedroom. I believe I was. Because I was watching a Met game that day, and I remember they turned to this game.
Oh, they did like a live tune in because it was a perfect game.
Yeah, because it was a perfect game. So, dude, I mean, bro, look at that. He's out by a mile.
Mm-hmm.
He's
did you
out
see
by
the
a mile.
The what was it? The College World Series? I want to say it was Vanderbilt versus Mississippi. I forget the team.
Mississippi State, I think, and Vandy.
Yeah, and one of the teams to advance, I believe, they won it, but the final call for the team that lost, the guy beat it by he beat the throw out to first by a good 5 feet, and they called him out. And then the team started storming the field to celebrate. Did you see it?
No.
It was freaking insane, man.
But what's
I forget the teams. I want to say it was
though.
Yeah, it was
Let me
insane.
see if I could look that up. I mean, come on, man. If we could see it at home.
Oh yeah, I think I still have it on my phone actually.
Let me see.
But well, I looked this up. Have you heard about the Rachel Nichols situation?
Oh, woo. Yeah, I was doing
And she's still out there on
investigation.
ESPN. They brought her back. Like they don't care.
No, that ESPN don't care. No.
That's crazy. If there's anybody else, they would have been fired.
Yeah, the only thing I have with that is like, it was bad what she said, but at the same time, the way they went about it secretly. But it wasn't even like someone was being secretive, right? It was a hot mic that got caught.
No, they said her phone was recording by by itself or something.
Mm-hmm.
Her phone somehow recorded it. But then if her phone recorded it, then how did people somehow get that audio if it was on her phone?
Supposedly in the ESPN headquarters, they were listening to it in real time. She didn't know the mic was rolling.
Oh, I see.
And that she was on the phone with a colleague from ESPN, and they were she didn't. I don't know how to put it. Like it's not like she was like N-word and this and but they just said the guy said he had fatigue about Black Lives Matter and all of that. She just said, don't try to take something from me to give it to a minority. Don't do it to me because I'm still a woman and I deal with it already just being a woman. So don't come to me and try to take what I do.
Because they were trying to give another black female her spot or something.
Yes, yeah, and she was like,
"Don't do NBA it. Finals."
Yeah. So I mean, what she said wasn't so bad, because she was just like, as a woman, I know how it is already. Don't try to take what I built and give it to her because you want to satisfy Black Lives Matter. The guy was the one that really came out looking bad.
Yeah, but is that Rachel Nichols just being like, oh, Rachel Nichols, everybody knows me.
Yeah.
Like, this is my job.
She kind of annoys me too. I don't think she's so great at what she does. She's kind of annoying.
No, she sucks.
Right? Yeah, she's not so great. I mean, I could go without her.
Yeah. So I found it was Vanderbilt versus Mississippi.
Let me see.
It says Mississippi State wins the Men's College World Series. Oh, it was for the World Series.
Oh.
And that final out, he beat him. He beat the throw by a good 10 feet. I said 5 feet. This is a good 10 feet, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Let me see. It's loading up. I'm going to see.
Yeah, he beats it by a long shot.
And they try to act like it just never took place.
The umpire, the first base umpire called him out, and then the teams just started celebrating. They couldn't do it because there's no replay.
Unbelievable.
Yep, he beat him by a mile.
And I don't know what's going on with these calls because we could see it from home, and it's like it's not even close. I don't know. Do they lose?
Yeah,
focus?
Like I could see it on the phone on my blurry screen recording.
Yeah,
I could see that he was out by a mile, or he was safe by a mile.
Like,
but yet the umpire right there calls him out.
Is that focus issues? Is that like the game is too long where you kind of just go blank for a while or something? I don't know.
Well, unless it was the final out, maybe he was like, yeah, they're gonna lose anyways. But I mean, for the College World Series, you can't do that.
Can't do that. Yeah, it's like last
night. You never know. You never know what can happen.
No, because as a Met fan, I seen some crazy stuff go down. So it's like
even the Dodgers last year when we got that 11 runs in the first inning, most of those were out for 2 outs already.
Yeah. Look
never know.
The other night with the Nationals, they were up 8-0 on the Padres. And then Scherzer's pitching up 8-0 with Scherzer on the mound. A relief pitcher comes in and hits a grand slam off of Scherzer. And then the Padres end up winning 9-8. So it's like,
that was crazy.
You never know.
Saw that. I was like, what the hell?
A relief pitcher comes in and hits a grand slam off of Max Scherzer. I think two-time Cy Young winner. And then they just went on the tailspin after that. I thought it was bad being a Met fan. I mean, to lose you're up 8-0 with your best pitcher on the mound and you blow it. You end up losing 9-8. I know it hurt you because the Padres got to win for that. But that's
I know when I seen the score at first, I was like, oh, they're gonna lose, and then they ended up winning. I was like,
yeah, no, because last night was like I went through that last night because the Mets up 13-3 in the 8th, and it started raining. and they made it into a rain delay. And I'm like, bro, come on, they just can't call the game. But I guess the integrity of the game, you just can't say game is over because anything happened. But I felt that last time. It's like, just say game is over. I mean, you're up 13-3 with 2 outs in the 8th inning. The Mets, even though the Mets are known to do stuff like that, I don't see them
like the Little League mercy rule.
They might have to implement that though in baseball after a while, because it saves
like
the
13-3 score.
Yeah,
like, okay, this one's over. Let's get out of here.
And it saves, you don't tax your bullpen. Like, it saves the bullpen. For me, I'm always big on the bullpen arm. Like, I hate to waste an arm in a bullpen. For me,
yeah,
so, like, at that point, true. Say, you know what, game is over. I don't see the bad part about that.
But do you think they keep it going? Obviously, they haven't done that because people pay.
Maybe that too.
People buy tickets,
right? But then they do it with the doubleheader. You're losing 3 innings there, and the people pay for that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you get 2. You're getting 3 innings less than you usually would. And the Mets last doubleheader did a split doubleheader. So after the first game, you had to leave, and other people came in and watched the second game. This game right now is a single admission, though. I used to love those as a kid. I used to go to all the single admission doubleheaders and watch the Mets lose twice instead of once.
Oh, you go to 2 in a row?
Like 2 games in a row. Yeah, the last one I went to was Mets and Rockies. It was a single admission, so we went at 1:00 and we stayed the whole night to watch.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
So now they don't do that anymore?
Rarely. They did it today, though. Today is a single admission. They're doing it now more because the 7 innings. When it was a 9-inning game, they were making you pay twice. But now that it's
I wonder if since you guys been having so many doubleheaders, they're like, man, this is too much getting all these people out of the stadium, getting more people in here. Let's just keep all the same people.
And with the COVID thing, I think you just want everyone to stay in their seats. So let's just do one single admission, you know. True. But the Mets, but last game they didn't do it, and people complained about it. But now today they said we'll just do a single admission doubleheader.
That has to be a big deal, like especially in a full stadium. Like if it's all dirty, you got to clean everything, all the aisles.
Yeah.
And the game in an hour or hour and a half, whatever it is.
And now the Mets are losing 2-1 to the Pirates, who stink. So you see, this is always a problem. I mean, you just score more than a run, bro. They scored 13 last night, so you knew they were scoring one today. So
that's what the Dodgers do.
They give all their runs in one game.
Yep.
And then the next
game,
they'll
go on a good winning streak and then just start losing. It's like I don't know. You know how it is. Yeah. They'll win a lot, score a lot, and then just lose a lot, and you can't score nothing.
Well, at least you guys got.
There's no in between.
Yeah, and then I thought, because I know that the Diamondbacks never win on the road. They're 11-36, and they won last night.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
That's how it is.
We can't catch a. Yeah, baseball's funny like that too. Baseball's like really weird. Can't take nothing for granted in baseball, man. That's why I love baseball. But that's why I love baseball, because you never truly. In basketball, you could predict. You say, okay, this team got the best players. Like, I knew the Suns are gonna. It's not over yet, but the Suns are gonna win the finals. I mean.
I was going for them from the beginning of the postseason, but when I saw that they were getting Giannis back, I was like, oh no, but they still beat them with him.
Yeah, Chris Paul is destined to win the finals this year. They're just a good, solid team. They just but they're another team. They really don't have like that super team at all. Booker's a good player. Paul's a good player. Ayton, they just have a solid team. And I guess they played a little bit of defense too. And then Mikal Bridges hits those threes all the time. They just have a solid club. They just don't.
I think right now, Chris Paul, he's going to get that MVP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and at least he gets to win.
I'd rather Devin Booker get it, though, because, I mean, Steph Curry hasn't got an MVP in the finals. But
he never, don't they say that Curry kind of fades away in the playoffs, though?
If you look at his stats, that one, the second year with Durant, Curry deserved it.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Curry deserved that one. And he doesn't really fade away. He he still puts up pretty good numbers, but it's just like when people see him in the playoffs, they expect him to go all superstar and like be the Hulk or something, and he doesn't do that. But I mean, he's still badass.
What ruined him was that the 3-1 collapse, I think, because he missed that last game.
Man.
Then he missed a bunch of shots and
yeah, because he missed one, but then Kyrie Irving hit his.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean that bothered me.
That was a really close game. That was a close game, and I
hated
sucked.
that damn finals. I hated that they
think
lost.
about that one every now and then.
It bothers me that they let LeBron come back 3-1. That just always irks me. It burns me up when I think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you let LeBron, and LeBron's crying like he's Michael Jordan.
Cleveland, I did it for you.
Yeah. You know, it just I appreciate him. I appreciate LeBron James.
Like, what did Ron say that one time? Man, fuck LeBron.
Yeah. No. Ron, you know what? Ron is I don't even know how to explain him. 1 minute I could agree with something he does, and then the next minute I'm like blown away by the stuff he says. I'm like, I don't know. He just has a weird way of looking at stuff sometimes.
Sounds like my uncle David, the one you got into a little argument with on Facebook a while back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some words.
He actually brought you up the other day when I was over there. He's like, hey, the guy you do your podcast with, he's the one from New York. And I was like, yeah. That's the one that I got in the argument with on Facebook. Huh? I was like, yeah. He's like that too. Like, you never, like, I don't know. He's really cool. He's really fun to talk sports with, but then you never know what he's gonna, like, what aspect he's going to give you.
Yeah, because Ron hit you with something where it's like, you just like, you kind of shake your head at it. You're like, what's going on? Like, I'm just completely lost of what you just said. Yeah, I remember arguing with your uncle. Yeah. You know, I had a lot of those back in the day.
Yeah.
I've got a lot softer now. So I just
actually invited him on the podcast, but he never got back to me.
He's like, nah, never mind. He's like, wait, that's the guy I had the argument with? Let me hit unsubscribe and now, because we're down 2 subscribers. Because my friend,
I don't think he ever subscribed. I don't think he ever subscribed in the beginning, anyways.
Yeah, I didn't need support, man. Like, the support is low. And then I think my friend Carlos has a beef with you because he unsubscribed because of you. Yeah, because he said that he sent you a friend request and you let it sit for 72 hours. And at that point, he texted me. He said, fuck Jared. And then we were missing a subscriber after that. And I said, yeah, he definitely unsubscribed.
Where did he send the request at?
Facebook. His name was like Carlos Cooks or something like that. And he said that you let it sit for over 72 hours and that you think you're big time now because of the show, and he unsubscribed. But I haven't talked to him either. He's mad at me. So he's mad at me because of what Ron said on the previous show. Because Ron knows him personally, and Ron called him the most interesting man in the world, and he got upset with me about that, and he stopped talking to me. So it's a weird.
So what's wrong with your friend? Why is he getting mad about everything?
Because even with my wife, he does the same thing. Like, he would send her friend requests, and she would let it sit for a couple of days, and then.
Well, not everybody's all on Facebook all the time.
Right? You know? We have lives, dude. You know, he just thinks the world revolves around.
And Facebook's been boring lately, so I haven't been on there.
You know, it got boring. It got boring because I'm not causing stuff anymore, too.
I was gonna say that it got boring because you don't really post anything anymore. So
no, it's my fault that Facebook has died because I'm not causing a bunch of arguments. So so I think that's another thing too. Ever since I've gone soft and nice, the show has changed me, man. The show, I can't.
Yeah. Well, I'm still trying to talk my shit on there. You saw my post about the Olympian girl.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole mess as it is.
Like, do you get what I'm saying when it comes to that?
Yeah.
Like, the Olympics isn't a year-round thing. All she had to do is stop smoking the damn weed for a good month or whatever, do her thing, and go win.
Stay off the weed for a month.
Yeah, like, what's so hard about that? It's just, like, is it really that big a deal to her that she had to forfeit. I mean, she didn't forfeit, but she knew what she was doing.
But why are they focusing on the weed though? It's not performance enhancing.
I don't know, but I mean, it's kind of like a newer thing where everyone's trying to be okay with it. You got to admit that it's not
Right.
Not everybody's okay with it yet.
No, and the Olympics is sort of like that gray area where they just go by tradition anyway. So no, I agree with you. I mean, you couldn't stop that for a month. I mean,
like just because there's a lot of companies now, a lot of sports teams or leagues that are okay with it now, but that doesn't make every league or whatever okay with it.
Because I know at my job, if I go in there smelling like weed, they're gonna tell me to go home. So
yeah,
it depends on where you're at.
So especially when it comes to the Olympics, like if you know it's already banned or whatever, just don't smoke it for a month. I think that's all it is. It's just for like a few weeks and then it's over.
Yeah, just I understand. No, I agree with you. What you posted on Facebook, I definitely agree with you on that thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like everyone's like all the celebrities are trying to reach out to her. Like, who cares? Like, she knew what she was doing.
And that's where you and Ron would have got into something because Ron's on Facebook saying the opposite. So I guess it's one of those things where you never know what someone's thinking. But the Olympics is one of those things. Just leave it alone. If you.
But no, I don't smoke weed myself, but I'm
here.
in support of it. Like people can do it because I don't think it does anything bad. A lot of my friends smoke a lot of it.
It's annoying to be around. I will say it's annoying because I hate the smell of that shit. But
yeah, but what I'm saying is like, yeah, I support it. A lot of my friends do it. Maybe even some of my family.
Who doesn't?
I mean, it's not that bad. It's not a bad thing. But if you know it's illegal and whatever you're doing, especially if it's only like a temporary thing for the Olympics and within a month only.
Yeah.
Just don't do it for the month and go get your gold. She probably had one gold. She would have blew everybody out of the water.
Yeah, she would. I think. Yeah. I mean,
they said she was like the fastest woman in like I don't know. For the past few years, she's been like the fastest girl, or whatever.
I just can't.
So they said she would have blew everybody out of the water.
I can't believe weed has caused this whole thing, though. But people, listen, weed is one of those things where people will actually sacrifice their careers for this stuff. There's guys I work with, I'm sure if you ask them, if they started doing weed testing, these guys will lose their union jobs and stuff for this stuff. And these are my close friends, but they live and die by weed. And I just don't quite get it. For me, it's something I just don't get. I'm not no goody good by any stretch of the imagination. I have my flaws and stuff too, but you know what? When it comes to drinking and smoking weed, those are not really my thing. I'm in Orlando Anderson mode where I kind of like to do my stuff sober, and which is amazing because I argue with people sober. So it's like, I'm not even under the influence though. So it's like, like I know you like to get your drink on with beer, but there's nothing wrong. But okay, for you, if they said, Jared, you have to stop drinking beer or you can't participate in the Olympics, I know you're going to stop drinking your beer until the Olympic thing is over.
Yeah, I won't drink it for a good month or whatever. I don't care.
Right. Isn't that a good comparison?
That's the thing, because I'm not addicted. So that's what my uncle was saying. He thinks she might have been addicted. And for her to just not do the Olympics and like get kicked out of it and like knowing she was going to take the risk, then she was probably addicted to it.
Because like my brothers, I know, I would assume they're addicted to it because they live their life revolves around weed. But they say there's no such thing as a weed addiction. But I've been around all my people, and I believe there is an addiction factor there because these people cannot live without weed. And maybe because I don't do it, it's just something I don't get. Like Stephen A. always says, stay off the weed. It's like, at some point, is it so important to you have to smoke weed all the time? To me, that shit stinks anyway. It stinks. It makes you look like a loser because your eyes are all red. You're all lethargic. You're slow. Like, to me, it makes you look like a loser. I don't know. I know my friends are going to get at me for that opinion.
No, so you better watch out. You better check your DM.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get some heat about it. There's no doubt about it. I love my people who do it, and they know that. They know how I am. But one thing with them, they know I don't do it, and they've never asked me to do it because it's just something. Not that I'm corny, but I live a sober life because I don't want to walk around stinking and having those red eyes and people. For me, I guess I come from an era where it's like, the old ladies and stuff, I don't want them to look at me like, oh, look at this young guy's loser. You know, for me, perception, your appearance is the perception you give to the world. And I don't want people to look at me a certain way. You know, I just have a thing with that. I don't know.
I feel that.
Right? It just, I guess I come from a different era too. I mean, I know we're from the same era pretty much. I just come from a different era where I want the respect of my elders means more to me than how my peers look at me. You know, because if your elders respect you, to me, that means more on your character. You know, I want, you know, I don't know. Not that I'm corny or nothing by any stretch of imagination. It's just, I'd rather just stay off the weed for the month. Like if Ron was on the show right now, he'd be tearing us both up. I know that for a fact. He'd be going.
But no, what I'm saying is, like she could risk it for any other thing. That's not a big deal. But the Olympics is a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
The Olympics is different.
That's
especially since they didn't have it last year because COVID. It barely got brought back this year. They still call it 2020 Olympics, but it was a year. It was supposed to be a year ago, so I don't know. Ron might get mad, but I'm not saying I don't like people that do it. Right. I have a lot of friends like I said.
Who doesn't?
But it's the Olympics. She could have just not did it for a good month.
We live in New York and California. Who in our circle does not smoke weed besides us? I mean, everybody does it. My mom has pain issues. She dabbled into that for a while. My dad was having anxiety issues. My dad was into that shit for a while. Like you said, your grandma was. I mean, who doesn't do it besides us? I don't know. Maybe we're just some weird dudes or whatever. Maybe we're the problem. I don't know. But, you know, the Olympics is a tradition. But you know what it is, too? She's Black. And they look at it like, first of all, it's almost like taboo these days for Black people to participate in the Olympics anyway. Because it's like they treat us like crap. The police don't have any respect. And now you're taking her out of it. That's just a weird thing. It's just a weird situation. Maybe she's looking at it like, I'm gonna do what I want to do because look how you treat my people during regular times. It's something. See, Ron was here right now. He'll explain it, the science behind it. But we're just looking at it as far as it's just for a month. Just let the process go and then get right back on your weed. I mean,
it's just. But like I said, I still can't get over that. It is just a month. Like you have to have pride to be going to the Olympics. You got to have pride to go to the Olympics. Just put the weed down.
This is for your country. You representing your nation. And I understand there's a whole other thing behind that. There's a race thing going on. And I understand that. See, they're looking at like, shouldn't the Olympic Committee just say, listen, I know we just went through this whole George Floyd thing and everything. Shouldn't we just turn a blind eye to it? But then you're risking the integrity of the games.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You have to have pride to be an Olympian. Like it's different being an Olympian.
It is. Look at Melo. Melo said, I don't need to win an NBA championship because I won Olympic gold.
Because look, right now she's making a big deal in the news because she got kicked out of the Olympics for smoking weed. So right now it's a big deal in the news. But in a year, no one's gonna remember this. But then if she would have just put the weed down and went to the Olympics and won gold, people will remember her for forever.
Yep. Melo always says that. Melo says, I don't need to win. I won Olympic gold. I don't need to win an NBA championship. I'm an Olympic champion. I won for my country. Yeah. And he was the best player sometimes. He kind of got like the MVP of those Olympics too. So there's a pride aspect, like you said. I mean, it's one of those, it's just so weird. I don't know. It's the weed, because I've never done it in my life. So I can't really speak on it. That's the thing. I don't think I'm qualified to really speak about it because I've never did it in my entire lifetime. I never even tried weed. So I can't. I think I heard you tell me before in the house that you did, but it's a sensation so powerful.
In high school, but it didn't do anything to me, so I never.
Oh, so for you, it never really it didn't change life for you at all.
No.
So you don't really understand the dynamic of being addicted to that either.
Okay. But that's the thing too. I can see how people do get addicted to things. So that's one thing I am saying. What if she is addicted to it and she couldn't put it down?
People have porn addiction.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah, people have
I mean,
addictions
it
to
is a
everything.
personal thing regardless, but
I had a soda addiction. I'm slowly coming off of it, but I was addicted to soda. And I think that's something I'm always going to battle my entire life is
yeah,
my addiction for sweets, not just soda, for candy,
that's
sweets.
how I am. Yep,
Right.
exactly. That's my addiction for sure.
Yeah,
The soda, and I've been
right.
slowly picking the soda back up, man.
Yeah. Last night,
I
I
was
still
feeling
have it in
good.
my bag, my work bag, actually. Last night on the way out the door, my coworker said, Phil, I'm trying to stay away from the sugar. Do you want this bottle of Sprite? It was unopened. And I took it. And on the sub, because I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. It's hot. I have a long subway ride. I took like 2 sips and I felt like I was cheating on my wife or something. And I just capped that shit and I put it right back in my book bag and it's still there to this day. Until now, it's still there. I just don't want to go down that road because you take that first sip of Pepsi or anything and it
Yeah,
just, you know it. You know how it is. We go through the
oh
same
yeah.
thing.
I
Like
drink.
beer, I'm assuming you could just stop. Could you quit cold turkey? Just say, you know what, I'm not having a beer for a year. Or is that more of a social thing for
Probably,
you?
yeah, because I'm not addicted to it.
But can
I
you
think that's the difference.
socialize with your family and stuff on holidays and not have a beer?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't ruin
Mhm.
your family events or anything like that.
No,
Okay,
like I'm at a little what do they call it? A little therapy session.
yeah,
You're trying to
right.
get to the bottom of it.
Well, that's the thing about Another Shade of Blue. We turn things into we we dig deep into the reason of the problem. We get to
Mhm.
the root of it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
what
Yeah,
we
we
do
sure do.
here. That's what we do
No.
here. We
Yeah.
cure stuff and
Good man.
we get to the bottom of stuff and but this is relevant because it blows my mind that weed has become such a folk to where people don't want to do Olympics and I mean it's
Mhm.
just come on. Is it
I
so
wouldn't say she
good?
didn't. I wouldn't say she didn't want to do the Olympics, but I know she knew the risk.
Right, the risk, and you still risk the because I guess maybe she looked at it like, oh, at the end of the day, they'll overturn it because it's just weed.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
wrong. People have
Yep.
addictions to everything. Sex addictions, porn addictions, soda addictions, sweet addictions. I mean, food. People
Mhm.
get addicted to food. You know, you get
Yeah.
depressed and you want to
People
have,
go like buying addictions.
yeah. I fall into
Yeah.
that trap sometimes too. Whenever I have some extra money lying around, I tend to say, okay, what am I going to get from Amazon that I'll never use? I last night I was laying in bed. I was a little bored. I did some overtime last week, so I bought a foot soak, a foot spa thing. So we're gonna see. My dogs was barking, so I said, you know, I was planning on doing the show as I was soaking the feet. So I, you know, you know, there's a whole.
Definitely another shade of blue right there. I'm at the spa while I'm doing the podcast.
You hear the bubbles. Yeah, it's just you
Yeah.
know, it's just when your dogs are barking. You know,
You have
so
a
we'll
little
see. You know,
margarita. You drink your little margarita.
now, see, the thing is, when I went to the bar a couple of weeks ago, remember I was going through my little mental thing. I met up with Ron and my friend Carrie. We went to a bar and
Oh
we
yeah, yeah.
and
Because that was the day I told you. I told you try to go out and get distracted outside,
yeah,
and you
and
did that night.
I made up yeah, but I had the wrong guy around me. I love you, Ron, to death, but he was kind of bringing me down a little bit, and like you know, but I
What
don't
with
know.
the drinks, or he was talking crap about your teams?
I think yeah, he was more getting at me a little bit about like how I am and I was like, wait.
Mm.
And then he got on, not that he got on the show because he loves the show, but I don't know. Like I felt like he kind of brought me down a little bit, but he was there. No, you know what it was? That's not what it was. Not that he was bringing me down. Now I'm remembering. He was at a party with Chuck D from Public Enemy, and I dragged him from
Okay.
his party to come out with me. And
Really?
he was kind of upset with me about it. He's like, dude, I was with Chuck D. I said, yeah, but I'm your brother. I said, you don't even like Public Enemy.
How come you didn't go to the party with them?
That's why he was mad because I declined the party with them. He said, oh, come over. But he didn't tell me Chuck D was there.
Really? I thought you would have been all over that.
He didn't tell me Chuck D was there. He just said he was at an industry party in Brooklyn to go over there and hang out with him. He didn't mention Chuck D until he got to Queens to see me. Then he said, yo, I was with Chuck D. I said, oh, you should have told me. And I said, to be fair, I said, look, Ron, you don't even like Public Enemy. Let's keep it real. And he said, yeah, but still, that's Chuck D. I was like, but you don't listen to, you don't like Public Enemy.
He doesn't like him to me. He doesn't know the respect,
Yeah, I don't think Ron, and I told him, but I don't think he respects legends though. We've gotten to that thing. I don't like, he don't like Tupac at all. And I understand his thing with Tupac because he feels Tupac took Biggie away, but, and I understand that for something Biggie had nothing to do with. But I said, Ron, you know what? But at the end of the day, I guess he just meant, hey, Phil, listen, come to Brooklyn because I'm with Chuck D. And then maybe I would have said, I'm heading to Brooklyn. I'll go hang out with you and Chuck D. But he was, that's like, but then again, I'm not a huge Chuck D head, so I don't know. Maybe I said, nah, I don't want to hang with Chuck D. Because Chuck D would
probably been pretty cool.
Chuck D ruins your high though. Like if you're drinking and you're chilling, I think Chuck D be like, oh yeah. In my opinion, like Chuck D would kind of like ruin the drink. He would like take your buzz away. Talk about politics and race matters. I'm here to drink, dude. I'm here to like forget how bad life is, and you trying to like remind me how bad life is. Like I'm here drinking for that because I was on having those amaretto sours, man. You ever had one of those? The amaretto sours? Ooh, you get the amaretto and you can mix it with orange juice or you mix it with Sprite, and it's like with the ice.
What is it, kind of like a Paloma or something? Was it vodka?
No, it's like it has like a syrupy taste. The amaretto is like thick and syrupy. It almost has like a maple syrup taste, and when you mix that with the Sprite, it's almost like a sweet soda in a way. And then you put a cherry in there, and
man,
yeah, it's like a tropical type. It's just really good. It's like, you ever had a Jaeger bomb?
No, but I've seen them.
The Jägermeister with the Red Bull, sort of similar to that. And it creeps up on you because it tastes so good. And then at the end of the night, you're just like, whoop, we were gone.
Yeah, that's the thing with the things I've been drinking lately. The Bud lemonades, they're in the black can.
Oh yeah, I love those. Like let me ask you something. Have you ever had the hard root beer?
I can hear you.
You hear me? Can you hear me?
I think you muted yourself.
I did? Wait. Unmute. No, my mic thing is moving. My mic icon is moving. I see. My mic is up. My mic is active. I think it's on your end because I heard your audio pop.
I can't hear you.
No? I hear you. My mic is moving.
Where's the, let's see.
Did you mute me? From Jared, what happened? I don't know.
Is it mine?
I think it's on your end. I think you, because I seen your thing move, and now because my mic is good. Wait, how I write? How can I write in the chat? Oh,
speakers.
My mic icon is. I heard.
Can you hear me? I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I heard something pop on your end because my icon is moving. It's a green and everything. I heard something pop on your end. I heard like boom.
Yeah, that was weird because on my on the speakers it moved. It went down to the wrong thing, but I didn't even click anything. It just did it by itself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's strange.
But yeah, have to take off here in a minute.
Yep. We had a great show.
Yeah,
a long show.
Good. I mean, I missed it. We had to make sure it was a long show.
Because we got to get these numbers back up, man. We
owe it to our 30 fans.
Yeah, we owe it to our 15 or so fans. To because my friend Frank said, have you guys done it? Because he was on vacation and he's the one that was writing into Ron, debating about Ron disrespecting legends. So he said, he's been on vacation for 2 weeks. So he said, you did a show. I said, no, we haven't done a show for 2 weeks. He said, so you didn't do a show because your only fan wasn't watching? I said, pretty much. I was like, yeah. But we're gonna get the fans back. We're getting the fans back. We're back. The jersey was spiffy. We were looking I think that's what
Yeah, I
happened
mean-
too. We became from a sports show to a music show, but now we're back on the sports tip. So
Mhm.
we got the jerseys
Oh, yeah.
out, another shade of blue too. Look, you got that dark royal blue. I have the light royal blue, as they call it, electric blue.
I think this jersey's a different color than the hat, though. Huh.
I think the jersey looks a little bit more like a blue, like almost like lion blue, the Detroit Lion
Mhm.
blue. Because your Dodgers
Yeah.
blue, let me see. I don't know. The Mets blue is funny. I can't compare it to the Dodger blue.
Yeah,
It's like a little funny, right?
it is different.
It's like a
It
different.
is it's different. The Dodger blue is a little bit better.
I completely agree. I always said that. I don't know why
That's
the
a
Mets.
good man.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. When you're right, you're right. I told you.
Yeah.
But yes, my
let's try to
brother.
let's try to get a thumbnail.
Yes, let's do a thumbnail.
Let me hold my empty cup. My empty 49ers. Oh, you know what? I'll just hold my jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, show off the jersey, man. It's a rare jersey.
Which way do I go? Let me move the mic.
Yeah,
to lean
yeah.
so
It's
much.
a rare jersey.
All right.
Got it?
Wait, I think you put it down too soon. All right.
Episode 11.
double
in the
check.
books.
Let me double check.
Yeah, double check.
'Cause I might have pressed the wrong button, so let me just double checking.
Yeah, do a double check.
The hell happened? All right, hold up. Where'd it go? I just pasted it and then it like just flew. Oh, there we go. I got it. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Cool. Yep.
So
All right, man.
another Shade of Blue episode 11's wrapped up. Hopefully, I think
Yep.
we'll be back next Saturday again.
We
We'll
will
try
for sure.
everything in our power to make that happen on a
Yeah.
weekly basis. We'll be back.
Mhm.
We're back. I
We
love
gotta
you, my
get better.
brother.
We're gonna get more consistent with it.
Yes.
So.
Love you as always. And
Love
I'll
you
be
too,
in
man.
touch with you throughout the week. And
Yes, sir.
see you next episode.
All right, man.
See you, my brother. Good
Bye.
night, everybody. Bye.